Hi guys, hope you're all doing good. Today on the wrist I have Rolex Submariner Black versus Green. I will refer to the green sub as Hulk. The black sub reference is 116610LN. LN is short for Lunette Noir, which is French for black bezel. The green sub model reference is 116610LV, and LV is short for Lunette Verde, which is French for green bezel. First, let's talk about similarities. Originally made available to the public in 1953 and has continuously improved ever since. In this video, I have the latest generation of Rolex Submariner introduced in 2010. The main upgrades in this generation of Rolex was replacement of aluminum bezel with the Cerachrome bezel, Maxi super cases to give the watch a muscular and beefy look, and Maxi dial, which has 30% larger hour markers. The aluminum bezel inserts were replaced in 2010 with ceramic inserts, which are virtually scratch and fade free, called by Rolex as Cerachrome. Within the bezel, the diving scale is etched into the ceramic and PVD coated with a thin layer of platinum. The new bezel is controversial with collectors. Some prefer older bezels because they were less shiny, whereas others like the ceramic ones, which readily reflect light and add bling to the watch, as probably you can see here. A redesigned case shape in the newer model is more angular and chunkier. The redesigned case enables the subs to be a bit larger and appeal to modern tastes without technically adjusting the case width or height. Safe to say, the modern subs, because of redesigned cases, we are more like 41 mils or 42 mils watches, even though the case size is virtually 40 mils. The Rolex Submariner features the Maxi dial, and hence that is becoming the standard for Rolex sport watches. This is another touchy topic which Rolex fans who prefer the more subtle and elegant hour markers and slimmer dial hands prefer. The more pronounced dial elements are bolder and do lend the watch a more rugged tool appearance, but they don't sacrifice the sophistication as you would expect from Rolex. Hour markers and hand feature chromalite, that glows blue instead of green lume that was used in 2010, pre-2010 subs. Another similarity between these two and difference from pre-2010 subs is the glide lock clasp. Glide lock technology is definitely a big win for the company and appreciated equally amongst collectors. Instead of micro adjustments and holes in the clasp or hidden fold over the dive extension, the clasp employs the technology that enables the wearers to make incremental adjustments to the size of the bracelet without use of tools. I'll probably show you how the glide lock technology and mechanism works. When you open the clasp, you have the micro adjustments here. And all you need to do is pull the link, adjust it to your required height, and push it back. And this gives you extended length of the bracelet. And if you want to move it back to where it was, all you need, pull the link, slide it back, insert it back in, and your clasp is ready at where it was. Let's talk about differences. On the black sub, we have matte black or flat back dial, whereas on the green sub, we have Sunburst Dial. The texture on the Sunburst Dial is similar to the brushed metal, but instead of parallel lines, the pattern is radial, with the lines coming from the center of the dial towards the bezel. The metallic finish radiating from junction of the dial hands pull one's eyes towards the matching bezel. In direct sunlight, the dial gives three-dimensional effect and morphs between shades of green as light dances across its gentle sunburst gain pattern. I've tried to show that effect using the light I have around me. As you can probably see how the light is exploding from the center of the dial towards the bezel. The dial on the black, on the other hand, is flat black and gives the watch a more subtle and vintage look. From the lesser pronounced tones on black sub, it wins in terms of versatility and everyday's use. The color of the black on the bezel and the dial match exactly with each other. Whereas if we talk about the green sub, the color doesn't match with the dial color and gives the watch a two-tone green look. This is a bit controversial as some people like different green while others don't appreciate the selection of having different greens on the dial and the bezel. Interestingly, the dial color on Hulk changes because of sunburst pattern and distinct shades that you can see it gives, which at times make the colors blend fluidly together and making them look alike. Essentially, these are exactly same watches with only three differences like I have explained. Number one, just a different dial color. Number two, contrast between the color in the bezel and the dial in case of sub, whereas in case of Hulk, whereas in case of black sub, it's the same black. And the third difference being the sunburst pattern, which is evident on this one. And the finish on this is matte or flat black. And you can probably see here now that against the same light, the green Hulk is actually radiating and reflecting light differently, and the black is just flat. Which one is a better watch is a matter of personal opinion. In reality, both of these watches serve the purpose and are irreplaceable, and I don't think there's any other watch that exists in the market that can replace them. In my collection, I have a place for both of these, but I'll leave this with you guys to advise what do you think, which one is worth keeping and which one would you prefer between these two. Hope you enjoyed the video guys, and until next time, have a good one.